Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and today we're going to be reading my October book of the month. This video is not sponsored, although I wish it was. So for October, we have our box right here. I really enjoy doing book of the month. It's like the one time I kind of like let myself splurge on it because it comes out to around like $20 a month for it, like with tax and everything for me. But I get a book every month that is a new release, and so I try to make sure I read my book every month, but I'm not the greatest at it, so I do have a stack of some of my book of the months. If you want to see a video of me reading all of the book of the months that I've ordered but haven't read yet, definitely let me know. So here is our October box. The book that I decided to go with was The Second Chance Cinema by I don't know how to say that author name at all, but this one, I really like the premise of it. It is like they go to the theater and they're seeing their life playing out on the screen, and I guess like there's like a night that neither one of them have been like super honest about or knew exactly what happened, so like they're seeing that play out as well. So I think it's going to be like a little bit of like a slower type of book, but I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be good for this month. A lot of the options for book of the month for this month were very like horror type of books. And I don't mind some thrillers, but I don't like super gruesome books. So I went with this one. There was also a romance that I almost picked, but it was like a singer-songwriter one, and that's just not really like my type of book I read. So we went with this one, and we're going to be reading it together this month. And I will let you know what I think about it as we go. And I also got the little bookmark. This one says "You paged." I don't know if it's going to focus on it or not, but this one is really cute. I am now filming on my camera. I have a Canon that I use for like photography, and I finally picked up some mics that would work with my camera. So I feel like I'm looking to the side a little bit, but I'm trying to get used to just using my camera for filming because I know the quality of it is going to be much better than on my phone. So let's get into this book and I'll update you as I go. Yesterday, I did not read much at all, as you can probably tell from my little like clip of me reading in the bed, that it just kind of ended up just being more of my toddler wanting to do stuff, which is fine. I definitely try to keep my videos pretty realistic. I mean, I am a single mom. I always have my son like there. You can usually hear him in the background of videos a lot. So reading is never like a super peaceful, quiet thing for me. So usually he's right next to me or he's doing his own thing, but he's being loud and stuff. So, but that's, like, I mean, that's the reality of it. And I, can still read and everything with it, but it's not going to be this like super perfect little setup whenever I am filming me reading. So we are currently on page 73. I am on chapter 10 now. And so far, I'm kind of liking the book. It's definitely slower paced than books I've been reading lately, which I fully expected. Like, I knew that this was going to be a little bit of a slower paced book. I kind of expected to be kind of like a literary fiction type of vibes a little bit with it, but I am liking it so far. So we have our two main characters, Ellie and Drake. So they are engaged, and he very much likes everything like the same every single time. She kind of likes a little bit more of like spontaneous type of things. So they're getting married, and they find the cinema pretty early in the book, which I wasn't really sure like how that was going to happen. So they find it pretty early in the book and like start to see them like as like babies, and they're both very like, what is this? Very freaked out. He wants to like leave, never come back, because he's very like his same stuff, and where she's a little bit more spontaneous, she's kind of wanting to like stay and watch it. And then there's also something that happened, we don't know what, something like with like her family or brother, and she doesn't like fully remember it or like doesn't want to, and so she's kind of wanting to like watch it for that, but then she also doesn't want like her fiance to see that and like change his point of view of her. So we've definitely got like a little bit of like not 100% like getting the story and everything. So definitely something is going to be coming to light eventually. And then kind of feel like that maybe Drake is also hiding something. So I feel like that them going back to the cinema and things starting to play out, we're going to be seeing a lot more happening. She definitely has a very strange relationship with her family. So maybe we'll see some changes with that too. But I think it's going to be a good book. So I thought it'd be a good time to update you on where I'm at with Second Chance Cinema. I am really enjoying this book so far. Definitely reading more like a lit fic, kind of like how I thought it would. We're focusing a lot on the characters. I'm really enjoying seeing their past, and just like the whole like concept of the cinema, I think is just a really great thing. I am loving like the nostalgia of it. And there is definitely still some things that'll be coming to light, I'm sure, as we get through it. I'm currently on page 124. I'm about to start chapter 16. I'm almost halfway through this book. I'm reading through it at a pretty decent rate. I am definitely feeling like we're getting towards where like stuff is gonna be starting to happen, because we're kind of like now where they're seeing themselves as like young adults. So, because like with the kids stuff, like you're not gonna have anything huge blow up, but I feel like that now that we're seeing them be a little bit older, we're gonna start to kind of like see some more stuff come to light. So I'm excited to keep reading this, and I will update you if anything crazy happens or whenever I finish it. I officially finished a Second Chance Cinema by Thea Wees. I actually really enjoyed this book. It took me a little bit longer to get into it. I've definitely been reading more like fast-paced books lately, so getting into something that reads a little bit more like a literary fiction, we're kind of like just focusing on our characters, moving through things a little bit slowly. It took me a little bit to get into it, but I actually really did enjoy this book. It had magical realism in it. The cinema is just really, I like the way that she describes the cinema, and just feels really magical, and seeing our characters change and grow. Both of our main characters, Ellie and Drake, they both kind of have things in their past that they're not facing or don't really want the other person to know about, and so through the cinema they're kind of forced to face their past and to work through that. And I feel like it's a good book that kind of has like a little bit of like a lesson to it. I feel like that I felt pretty like inspired by this book. I loved reading Ellie's pieces. She writes articles about like these different places. So it's just a really great book. I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're just wanting something kind of like cozy, slower, or really focusing on our characters growing and changing. I think this is a great read, especially maybe like this winter. I feel like it's a good, like it's snowing out, you're cozying up with a book, like this would be the perfect book for that. And the fact that it was her debut novel, I feel like that she did absolutely incredible on this. I did give it 5 stars because I feel like that it was one that kind of like I was still thinking about afterwards. It's kind of like inspiring me. I feel like it definitely made me miss writing like journalism, articles, things like that, because her articles, I just love reading. So I would highly recommend this book. And thank you for reading my book of the month with me. join me next month because we'll probably do one of these again if that's something that you are interested in seeing. And I'll see you in my next one.